I'm Ethan.
I'm Jamie.
And we're
Weekends at Disney.
But not today.
Except when we're not. So, you want to tell the people where we're going?
We are going on a cruise.
Shocking, I know.
But not a Disney cruise.
Shocking, I know.
And I blame society.
You blame society?
Yep. The society of YouTubers that got us turned on to taking this cruise.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what made me click on the video, but so they used to be a WDW couple, and now they're Travel with Josh and Taylor.
Right.
And they took the Margarita at Sea Paradise Cruise. And I don't know why I clicked on it, but I did. After MSC, I really don't want to do like other cruise lines if I can avoid it. But there was just something about it that I'm like, okay. We watched it and we were like, we might have a problem here. Because it's pretty cheap. They run a lot of deals. They got it way cheaper than we did, but
And got upgraded to a mini suite.
yeah, yes. So it's a 2-night cruise. It's out of Palm Beach, which is a new port for us. I don't even know if anybody else goes out of Palm Beach. No, just them.
Container ships.
Them and might be where Timu comes in. I don't know.
Couldn't it?
It's not. Okay, so then we watched Paradis. They also went on the Margaritaville. And they're turning out to be a really bad influence on us because we're actually considering Carnival.
And Celebrity.
We'll give you a minute to process. But we're going to do this Margaritaville at Sea. Leaves on a Sunday, comes back on Tuesday. And I actually surprised Ethan with this one. I asked him, what would you prefer? And I gave him 2 options. What was the other option? Do you remember?
Oh, it was to go see Rock of Ages.
Oh yeah, do you want to go see a play or do you want to go on a cruise? And he picked cruise. So I said, okay, it's booked. So, and I think the taxes, Karen, come here. Karen, you're not going inside. Stay here. The taxes and port fees cost almost as much as the cruise fare. So, those were the first 2 things. Oh, it goes to Freeport and then home. So we have 1 day in a port. And we're actually debating whether or not to do any excursions. There's something we'd like to do, but we need to do some more research to see if...
And once again, Paradis did it. So...
Yeah, but then we saw it in somebody else's video, and it was like, okay, now it seems feasible.
Yeah, we just watched... like Farm Fresh.
Hickory Farm Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best I could describe it is if Florida Man took a vacation, which it's not a knock, it's just one of those, like, it brings it down to earth, like, all right, I mean, if he's having fun, then we'll have fun.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
So going into this, I'm very anti-Carnival normally. And I'm really not into booze cruises. So it's like, there's nothing on paper that I should like about this cruise. The ship's from 1991, and I complain a lot about the ships from Carnival that were still on the water that dated to around that time, like the Carnival Fantasy and the Carnival Ecstasy. Well, both of those ships are actually in the scrapyard right now, and this ship used to be the Costa Neoclassica. And it was weird to like look back on videos of back when it was the Costa ship as a Costa ship, because now I'm so used to those Margaritaville funnels that it's weird to see the yellow with the sea painted on it. And it was, as Costa ships go, pretty stripped down. Like if you were looking at a newer Costa ship these days, it's not really to our liking as a ship. It's kind of stripped down, or they make a lot of dumb decisions, I noticed. But
I see you. Hi.
so I like how ships look inside and outside. I like newer. I like Disney. So again, just everything about this ship just would be. And then I'm not a big Jimmy Buffett fan. I don't hate him. I'm not a Jimmy Buffett fan. You know.
It makes you wonder why we're doing this.
Yeah, it
doesn't
really does beg the question. Like,
why do we want to do this?
When Josh and Taylor were roaming around doing the ship thing, I'm like, why is this so oddly compelling? That I'm really like giving this serious thought about maybe we should do this. And then Pero DJ did it, and they're so good at talking up ships and making you want to do it. And I looked at, I wondered, like, do they have some kind of magic, special sauce where it's like they'll make any ship look good and like doesn't matter what you look at? And I punched up, I can't remember what ship it was. I'm like, here, let's try this ship because I think it's pretty unredeemable. And sure enough, it was like even they couldn't make it look good or be good. Now they're not going to go around and like trash it. They're going to try and have the most positive experiences they could possibly have. But even they weren't making me like, oh well, it doesn't matter what ship it is, I want to cruise all of it. So it's nice to know there's some line drawn somewhere. But I have to say, looking at lots and lots and lots of cruise videos of the Margaritaville, I'm really impressed with what they've done with the place. That they've stripped it of its Costa-ness. And my joke is, because Costa and then Carnival by extension love chrome. Chrome mirrors, mirrors, a lot of gaudy deco and stuff. Again, not to my taste. And I said, then these guys came along and wrapped a bunch of Dollar Tree rope around everything, and it really warmed it up. So for the $1.50 at Dollar Tree, I mean, they really did a lot to put their own mark on it. And over the months, because this hasn't even been a thing for like a year yet, it went from, it was new and they were kind of figuring out what they were doing. And now I think that they've been reading their comment cards, and I think they've been spending some money. And things are better. So if you're to look back 9 months ago on YouTube, and you're going to see a bunch of negative videos, I think some of that's new ship cooties or whatever. But it seems like, by and large, a lot of what people were complaining about has been fixed, like the food, the entertainment, like a lot of these other like logistical things that people were crabbing about. I'm not seeing it to look at these videos the way that you could see it in the earlier ones.
Who put a quarter in you?
I know.
We're going to make this video. We're going to make it really short. Wow. Okay. We have next on the list, we have things to do, things we're iffy on, and things we know not to do. So, things to do. Give me a deck chair, a pair of earbuds, and I'll see you in 3 hours. I don't care what ship I'm on.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite things. Deck
Yeah.
chair and murder shows. That's my jam.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping for like a quieter place.
And it seems like the back of the ship is the place for that as far as deck chair and quiet goes, compared to the pool area of the more front part of the ship.
It looks like there's a ton of seats. That's one of the things that we were laughing at about the videos that we were watching. There's 800 kinds of chairs to sit on this ship.
For a ship that holds 1,300, it's like you really think everyone's just going to all like grab a seat.
We could do one big game of what's that game?
Musical chairs.
Musical chairs, and nobody would lose. I'm pretty sure. I'll count them. We'll count them. We'll do that one day. So I'm excited about that, and they look like comfortable chairs. They don't look like the one thing I'm not looking forward to when we do the Scarlet Lady is all of the seating looks like it's really low, and I'm not a low seat. Even Disney's got a lot of low seats. the D Lounge on the Dream and the Wish, or the Dream and the Fantasy. It's almost impossible for me to get off one of those things. They seem to fix that with the Wish. The seats in their D Lounge, where I think it's called Luna, are much higher. They're much easier. Anything we know not to do?
You get flaming drunk.
Well, we weren't going to do that anyway. They do offer a drink package, which is 10 drinks for $100. There is no way I can do 10 drinks in 2 days.
Well, you can split it between the two of us.
I probably
And
won't.
you can carry it from cruise to cruise, but a
Yeah.
lot depends on whether or not we're going to like it enough to come back.
And I think that's the thing. I think we skip the drink package this time. If we decide that the Margaritaville at sea is something we'd like to do more than once, then we'll buy the drink package for the next time.
Yeah.
But I don't see any reason to do it this time. We do want the blender cups. They've got these really cute, because I need more cups. But they're blenders, they're adorable. So we're definitely going to do that. Need a blender cup in my life. And I think with the drink, it's like $25 or 25 to 30.
Yeah, it's like
somewhere
part of
there.
it you're paying for the cup and then the drink, so it's like it totals out to 25 between the two things.
Yeah, but I'll have a drink on a cruise. I like when you get on a cruise. I like to get
Well, we
the
did that
drink
with
of
our
the day.
Disney.
Yeah, the drink of the day kind of
mugs or
thing.
Whatever cups we got.
Yeah,
those.
we like to do that. So, yeah, I'll drink, but I'm not going to have 10 drinks.
Yeah.
It's just not me. I get hot. We want to go to the casino.
They have a craps table.
And
I don't think the MSC did. I think that they had other table games and then slots. Because
no, they had craps. You played.
Why don't I remember?
You didn't win.
That's probably what I don't. It was so unmemorable. I didn't win.
Could it have been digital? Is that a thing? You played craps. I know you did.
Oh, maybe that was it. I think that was what put me off, because it was like, this isn't like a real craps table. So it was like virtual craps. That's right.
Yeah.
Although now I'm really confused. Like, was that there or was that some other casino?
When have we been in another casino?
With Brandy. We were at some wacky place that had.
Oh, that one day?
Gaming.
No, that was a real casino. That was a real craps table that you were playing at. Yeah, no, that was totally different. Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Food, paid versus free.
Yeah, my expectation is that the paid for food is going to be better than the free stuff.
And I've heard mixed things about
But
the
from
buffet
what I've
food.
seen from the beginning versus now, it really does look like the buffet food has improved. And then and not just the buffet, but the main diner.
And it looks like, on at least one of the videos we watched for lunch on Embarkation Day, they had hamburgers and cheeseburgers and hot dogs on the buffet. I can have a cheeseburger on Paradise. Yeah, which is good, because that got dropped from the nail design, because it turns out I don't have a stamp that's a cheeseburger, and I don't think I can freehand one. So, there will be pancake testing in the buffet.
Yeah.
I will be there 45 minutes after
I
they
believe
open.
in you, Margaritaville. I believe that you can do pancakes that don't bang on the table.
I will be the judge of that.
I feel like there should be like some poster in the galley or whatever that says like, okay, here's the standard. If you can bang the pancake, it doesn't leave the room.
Speaking of breakfast, for our Embarkation Day breakfast, I found a place 4 minutes from here called Latitude and Longitude. It's in the Marriott, and Latitude and Longitude. That's a Jimmy Buffett thing. So that's where we're having breakfast. I'm so excited, and I tried to look it up online, and I didn't see any videos. So you guys are going to get the first
An exclusive
An
inside look.
an exclusive, the only video about the Latitude and Longitude breakfast place in the Marriott. Pancake entertainment. The entertainment. There's one show, and it is all Jimmy Buffett songs, and there's like a story. It looks cute. It looks very cute. It looks like the people are good.
Yeah.
singers and actors, and it looks cute. So we're looking forward to that. There's a lot of bands, or just one band, 2 bands. I don't know.
There's anymore. It's one full band, and then there's like single and duo acts that are kind of spread around the ship.
Yeah, so we'll check out some of those. And then there's a piano player and
John Massey.
singer, John Massey, who does a sing-along in the piano bar. And it looks like a friggin' blast. I love that kind of stuff. And it turns out that John Massey used to work on Disney cruise ships.
In fact, he was the original genie on Believe, or in the show Believe. So that's his street cred among his other myriad list of accomplishments.
Yeah, so we're excited about that.
So enough so that somebody was saying that they went to his show like the night prior to their filming, and they're like, "Oh my God, he did Friend Like Me from Aladdin, and he just brought the house down." I'm thinking, well, now that makes sense based on being Genie in the past, but
Yeah.
now it's like, I was going to request a song anyway. It's like, well, I really want to request that, like to guarantee it makes the cut. Because I want to see this.
Yep.
On Paradijay, they did a little snippet of him doing stuff, and he's like, I really don't want to get demonetized for this, but he did a little snippet of him doing Hakuna Matata. And that's what really like further got us into this, like, he's pretty good, all right, he's doing the voices and then the whole bit. And,
yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of
yeah.
fun. So we're looking forward to that. The day in Freeport, we might do an excursion to a resort.
Tino Beach.
Tano Beach, which is a beach and then a whole home.
Lazy river. That's not a lazy river.
Yeah, they have like a huge pool kind of thing, and so we might do that. We just decided that we might want to do that, so we're gonna figure that out. We already talked about the alcohol, so we hit everything on the list. Did you have anything else to add? We're really looking forward to this. Way more than I was, because I was just never. I was. Excuse me, plane. I was just. Oh, it's a car. Excuse me, car. Okay. I was just never into the MSC thing. I could not get excited about that cruise. And this one I'm super stoked
Yeah,
about.
we are freaking out. Like I couldn't even sleep. Like this morning, in the morning, I usually like try to go back to bed. I couldn't. I was there's so much to do. Oh my God! And then we gotta go cruise.
And we've done nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah, 1-ish.
I've been working on my nails.
Mm-hmm.
I got cruise nails going on. Wait till you see these. They're all Jimmy Buffett themed. Right down to I'm recreating the smokestack on my finger. Yes.
Yep.
But
yeah, I'm excited. Like, you know, it's a very industrial port, which is not what it doesn't come to mind when you think Palm Beach. But apparently the ritzy part is West Palm Beach. So it'd be kind of like, I don't know, Hollywood and West Hollywood.
Okay.
But, you know, as far as
Doesn't
like
look
glitz and glamour reputation versus not, I guess. But still, it'd be a new port for us. It's a new ship. Newport, the other direction, going to Freeport,
Yeah.
which previously all of Freeport was famous for is that that's where I get cell reception while we're cruising past it on the Disney to go to Castaway. So now I can go right to the heart of it and get my free international that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with us lately. All of a sudden we're like, oh, we'll try some different ships. Oh, we'll actually get off at some ports. What's happening? Is this a midlife crisis thing?
Like for me, in the past, I never wanted to travel. Not that I didn't want to travel out of the country, I just was very scared to do it. Because every time I'd psych myself up to go somewhere, it's like, then that's when the terrorist attack happens, and that's when the hostages get taken, and that's when the volcano erupts and all this. Like, fine, I'll stay home. And conversely, because I was living in Chicago, it's like people could say, well, I wanted to visit Chicago, but then that was all the murders, and then there was more murders. And I'm living there, it's like, what, those murders? That was over there. It's not even anywhere near where I was at. But again, I called it international agoraphobia. And now I think to make up for it, it's like I'll see people like Pero DJ just leave the ship, walk through the gauntlet of panhandlers and upsellers and whatever, and get on a cab and go to some far-flung corner of the island. Like, all right, well, if they're doing it, we can do that. So,
With your sense of direction?
well, the good news with Freeport is everything's technically walking distance.
Oh, wish us luck. We're excited.
Yep.
The dogs get to go back to best friends. They have a villa this time because I couldn't get them anything cheaper. So we're going to be able to see them. We should be able to see them in the camera. They're going to have a TV, so they're going to be able to watch Disney movies. Maybe Karen will stop barking for 5 minutes while she's there. Although she's been pretty good. We're outside, and she's been fairly good right so far.
Hmm?
I feel like if you have anything else to say, now's the time to say it. You can put it in other videos because she's actually being
Yeah, I know.
being Have. Used to say that when the kids were little. Are you being Have?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're really excited about this one. And it couldn't come at a better time. I need a break. I just need to get away from everything and put in earbuds and forget everybody and everything exists.
All right, so one more quick thing, quick for me. I was watching Tips for Travelers recently, and he had a thing about, like, why go cruising, like, what's your rationale for why you do it. And his take on it was he wants to visit as many new ports per cruise as he possibly can, until he basically cruises the world one port at a time. Whereas with us, we tend to do Disney, so it's like Nassau, Castaway, home. Nassau, Castaway, home. And we don't get off the ship at Nassau normally. And we're planning to this time.
Foreshadowing.
And we thought about it like, but going into the Margaritaville, it really drew into sharp relief like what we want out of a cruise. And the two things that we really want out of a cruise is somewhere quiet and deck chair. And arguably, we could have that, well, theoretically, here on our porch, but that hasn't been working out so great. And you'd think we'd go to our apartment pool, and we never do.
Well, Karen, we have to go to the pool one of these days so we can test our snorkel masks.
Yeah.
Karen.
But, yeah, I mean, that was one of the beefs with MSC is there wasn't a quiet place to sit, really, except your cabin. And that got old. And then deck chair wise, there really wasn't anywhere shaded to sit on a deck chair unless you did yacht club and you're splashing out thousands of bucks to do that.
Look, it's a Linda.
So it was such a, for as huge as the ship was, it was on the Meraviglia, it was such a turnoff. So this ship is not anywhere as big as the Meraviglia. In fact, it's not nearly as big as, say, the Disney Dream or the Wish. So,
What do you need?
um,
Can I have a hug? Ugh. Can I have a hug? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Stop licking me. You're not giving me a hug. Sorry. I'm being attacked.
it kind of fizzled out.
You just
I
started.
have a
you
feeling it's just all going to get cut anyway.
You're not gonna show you just one man meandering through life, talking about everything. You said something about iffy things to do, but you didn't say anything iffy.
Well, one thing that we were really geeked about is there was this, they were called the License to Chill Trio, and the singer was really good. And every video we saw, it was like she was getting better and better. It was like, oh my God, this is so great. We can't wait to go see her. And then they changed the lineup.
Yeah, if we.
And now it's like some solo guitar this and solo guitar that. Like, great.
Yes, I don't know if she's on the ship anymore.
I don't think she is. But it's not like Vacation Ruin and we're not going to do it. It stinks. And it's like, well, it turns out like, hey, guess what? New contract and it started today. Like, great. Bonus. Wine-wise, they keep showing the wine list at the main dining room, and there are a couple of wines that are like 90, say, 2-point wines. If you're into the wine scoring, high 80s, low 90s. And it's like, whoa, aren't you guys supposed to be like a terrible cruise ship that's awful and costs $5 to get on? I'm like, what you know about that? So I was like, well, maybe it's a typo or something. They don't know what that stuff is. They just wrote some random wine names down. And then I would see it again and again, like, oh, well, I mean, if they serve it, yeah, I want it, definitely. And then, just like the entertainment, they changed the lineup again, and then they're like, here's the menu, and it's like, they had 2 reds. And it was like, house and something else. Like, what the hell?
Well, maybe at the bar, maybe just not at the.
Yeah. So, if
dining room.
the wine is available, I will certainly make a big deal about it on the video, and if it's not, well, then I won't. There was, again, we don't know if we're going to do an excursion to Taino Beach or not. It's going to be literally like a at the port decision.
I'm not good at
that.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
I need to have things planned out.
And what people are saying in the Facebook feed, by the way, is that you don't actually have to book the excursion. The only reason why you would really do it through the ship is that you're guaranteed they won't leave without you. That's the thing you're getting. It's everything else. It's like they're covering the transportation and the day pass, but you're paying extra for those things just for the guarantee that they won't leave without you. And they're like, you very well could just walk off the ship, grab a cab, go to the place, plunk down the day pass money, and it'll be way less per person to just do that. But you don't have the they won't leave without you guarantee. But I don't know that we're gonna like go there, zonk out, and wake up 24 hours later at Taino Beach either, you know. And I guess if we did, you know, it's wait a day and it'll be back.
Why do you get my anxiety going?
I think it's reassuring. Like you don't have to wait a week or something. It's like, you know, well, just give it 24 hours, we'll be back.
You should see the video he showed me of a man overboard. It was what to do in case there was a man overboard. I can't take this kind of stress. I don't like deep water. If I went overboard on a cruise ship, I'd have a heart attack before the shark could get to me, because of the fear of the shark getting me. That would be the only reason. That or like a giant octopus. Oh God, a giant octopus. Oh. I don't like talk about something else. Quick.
Edit.
Ugh. Hi, Karen. Did
All
you
right,
want
so
to be
we've
in the video?
established there's 2 things that we really like need out of this trip. We need deck chair and we need quiet place. Somewhere quiet on the ship. And the thing I like is that I think that they've got that. They definitely have deck chairs and they definitely have a quiet place.
But I want to do the fun stuff too.
But there is fun stuff to do also.
Yeah, I want to do the trivia. I want to do the games. I want to go see the sail away party. I want to do the dancing. You know, I want to do all of the fun stuff. But in the middle of the day, I want to put in my earbuds and murder show.
All right, so we'll see you on the ship.
Yay! Now? We go now?
How about this?
No!